The final Smash character had been announced, and it's Sora from Kingdom Hearts. In an act of desperation, I harassed my friend and fellow YouTuber ZPL to port him to Mario Kart Wii, because the only Kingdom Hearts related mod ever made in Mario Kart Wii was a Winnie the Pooh that didn't work on real hardware. But hey, you know who else is in Kingdom Hearts? Mickey Mouse. And he had a racing game. And Hollend remade several tracks from said racing game in Mario Kart Wii. So put on your weirdly shaped ears, kick back, and get ready to see how these Mickey's Speedway USA tracks play in Mario Kart Wii with none other than Sora. So I already had a quick playthrough of these tracks, but I haven't played them with CPUs. And the first thing that's come to mind is the tracks are actually kinda hard. Not this one. This one's pretty easy, but a lot of the other ones are kinda difficult. I don't know if that's just because they're scaled too small, or if they were that difficult in the original game, but it's really interesting. And this Sora custom character, dude, this is sick. I'll be rewarding ZPL thoroughly after I record this video, for sure. Look at him, dude. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, but my friend, you might know her as Game Champ, she has played... I've seen her play Kingdom Hearts on her Twitch. She is probably pretty crazy about it, from what I can tell. I actually really enjoy seeing retro tracks from other completely different car racing games, because they're still, like, official, like, racetrack designs from a video game, but you know, it's nice. It's a nice break from the usual retros that we've all seen a million times. And here we are in Alaska, and this one's a snowy type track, and I found this one kind of confusing. I actually couldn't figure out where to go the first time I played it, and I'm noticing these textures are very Mario Kart like, so I think what they've done is they've applied more Mario Kart-esque textures. I'm gonna have to look at the originals for comparison, but yeah, you meant to go this way. That's a split path. I don't know where, like, the other entrance to the split path is. But yeah, the first time I played it, I, like, turned around and went backwards, and that evidently was not what I was supposed to do. Oh, maybe you go... No, you can't turn around there. What? Oh, maybe you can go like this. Oh, okay. I thought you'd go there from another spot. I don't know why I thought that. And none of the boost panels are animated or anything. I guess these are like unfinished or whatever. These are pretty old. They've been on the wiki for a while, and I haven't seen anyone talk about them before. Big fan of that one. Probably prefer this to the previous one. Next up, we have Philadelphia, and this one's really cool, but it's honestly really tricky. Like, the turns in this are kind of brutal. I love how we have, like, crates hitting the ground. I don't know what those crates are. I don't know if they're like Crushers from Toad Factory or if they're Swamps. The way they move is kind of difficult to tell what they're supposed to be. But the biggest difficult part of this is there's kind of a blind turn coming up. It's really awkward, and it makes me wonder if this is like scaled too small, or if it's just maybe Mickey Mouse Racing isn't the most like well-designed track. It's that right there. Like the first time I played that, I just went straight into the wall. It's like, how on earth do you make this? Very weird. Especially if you consider the fact, you know, inside drifting is a Mario Kart Wii thing, as far as I'm aware. Like, I imagine other car racers don't really control like this, so... Yeah, I think that was a Swamp, based on that sound effect. Now, of course, this is just a quick video, you know, because, you know, Sora is trending right now. But I do want to ask you, would you be interested in seeing these tracks again in the future, maybe in a hide-and-seek video? There was like, I couldn't find like any Kingdom Hearts stuff that people have made. Like, no one has made anything Kingdom Hearts related in Mario Kart Wii. I looked at Mario Kart 8 as well. I found this work in progress Sora from like years ago that never got released. And I also found a Mickey Mouse in Mario Kart Wii that never got released. But yeah, I couldn't really find anything Kingdom Hearts related. So this is probably going to be the next best step. Mickey Mouse, because Mickey Mouse is in Kingdom Hearts. So would you like to see a hide-and-seek video on these tracks, or some other kind of video on these tracks? Colorado. This one is really weird. Not only does the minimap look like a Triceratops, but oh my god, these turns are some of the tightest turns I've ever played in a custom track. They are really hard to make, especially this first one. Like, oh god. Like, I only made that because I've played this track a couple of times. That's the first time I've cleared that turn correctly. They're really tight turns. Like, again, I gotta wonder if it's scaled too small or if this is how it is in the original game. I felt the Goombas probably weren't in the original. And there's a little shortcut here. I haven't tried this because I kept falling off before I got to this part with my mushrooms and time trial, so maybe I'll wait for the CPUs to get over here. I can get some mushrooms and I can try that shortcut. Oh, nope, didn't make the turn. There we are, got a shroom. Now let's just not lose it. Oh, thank you, Birdo. Birdo, I would not have made that if it was not for you. There was no way I was making that without Birdo's help. I started turning way too late. Oh, God. Imagine this on Formula Kart Wii where it gets faster every lap. Like, this would just be impossible. It would be really funny, though. With Mark Bike, it might be possible. Or if we use something like Quacker to, like, go slower. Alright, let's go. Do this ramp shortcut. Whoa! Pretty nifty ramp shortcut. It doesn't look natural at all. Like, oh my god. Maybe this is why Mickey Mouse, whatever it's called, never really took off the same way Mario Kart did. I do appreciate it when tracks are scaled small, even though, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out and it makes them impossibly hard like this one, because it does cut down on the time. Like, this is already like 3 minutes, although in all fairness I did stop for several centuries to get a mushroom. But some tracks, they drag on a little bit, and if you're just hanging around in last, that can be kind of demoralizing, just hanging around in last on a long custom track for 5 minutes. Tracks like this, the small scale gives a lot of opportunity to leave traps and mess people up. So I would say catching up is still very, very possible, especially like a bullet on this track. Like, there's no way you're gonna avoid a bullet on those sharp turns. This is a Grand Canyon. This one's a really interesting one. It's very different from any like retro track I've ever played because the off-road is kind of like seamless. Like the transition from normal road to offload, great. The transition from normal road to off-road is really seamless. It's actually a little bit difficult to tell where it is, like what kind of road you're driving on. And although that's annoying for driving, I do think it's really interesting and cool. And if you take tracks like Dead at Hills, they have very distinct shades. You know, there's the light sand that you can drive on, and there's the darker sand that's off-road, and then there's the really dark sand that's out of bounds. But on this, you can see it all kind of like just flows into itself, and you can see like, I mean, you can tell what you're supposed to avoid, but at what point it stops being what you want to avoid. And then that's the fact that all the off-road is like slanted upwards, so if you have a mushroom you can do like some crazy jumps. I know, let's try and get one now. That'll do. That'll do. So if we take this section right here, like we can cut this like really tight and we can get so much air, but then there's a little like way in anyway, which is interesting. It's kind of hidden, like you can't really see it from the camera. That makes it actually a really interesting shortcut. But if you know, you know. If you don't, then screw you. And I see on the mini-map, there's a little way over here. What's this for? Oh, I didn't see this the first time I played. Hang on. I wanna check this out. What is this? The hell? Hello? What is this? Just this really weird secret area. Hide and seek moment. Oh, is that a shortcut? Oh, wow. That's interesting. There's one of these on the last track we'll be checking out as well. But there's these little secret areas that are like really like weird to drive, but they just like they save a load of time. It's a really weird way of doing a shortcut. I've never seen anything like that. Not even in like a original design custom track. Micky Speedway out here innovating. Oh, this is off-road. Oh no, it's not. Okay, see? This is what I mean. It's so hard to tell. And I love all the different spots you can trick off. That's really nice. Let's try and okay, no. For some reason I thought that it was here. Let's try and take this optimally. We're gonna drive down. We can fall if we not. Oh, dude, that's really tough. You have to kind of slow down though. Right, slow, and then now you can drive. Don't really want a mini turbo because it's really hard to like see where you're going. And then you can turn up here. Nice. We lose some spots again, but honestly, that's a good way to go. That is some hide and seek material right there. But it would also be kind of difficult to escape. Like if you get caught in there in hide and seek, like you are not running away. All right, this one is Chicago, and this one is the most interesting one. Like I have never been to America. I don't know if Chicago is like a Toad's Factory Bowser's Castle hybrid, but like again, there's some secret routes on this one, and I have seen these ones. I'm not just gonna be discovering them. I mean, maybe I'll find some new ones, but again, it's very, very interesting. I wonder if the other tracks had secret routes like that. The boost panels are fully animated on this one. And it's a little bit dark, to be honest. Kind of difficult to tell where to go. I have to sit up a little bit so I can see my monitor properly here. I really love the vertex colors and shading, like everything looking colorful and pretty. It's all really neat. It's probably one of the better looking ones. This one might be my favorite one. Either this one or the snow one with the really tight turns are my favorite ones. There's a little narrow bit that you can go up. I'm trying to remember where it starts. I think it's after this turn it starts. Yeah, here it is. There's a really narrow path you can take up here. And then there's this awkward turn. And again, like huge secret areas. Like, whoa, what a trick, dude. What a trick ramp. And then you can come down here as well. And there's an off-road car over here. It's kind of a dick move to hide off-road all the way down here, like, but whatever. It's probably it might even be faster, like, even if you're crawling through the off-road, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see people time trial the tracks. Let me know in the comments which of the tracks I showed today was your favorite one. Have you played the original Micky Speedway game? Growing up, did you enjoy it? Is it any good? Do let me know, and thank you again to ZPL for making this custom Sora character for me. That's all for now. Bigger videos coming soon. See you around.